What is popping, guys and girls? Matt here from the World Wrestling Fandom, and welcome to another episode of the Fast Count. So, TLC, one day away, and I'm so glad I did not make this video earlier on. We have had some major updates to the card. So, here are my predictions for TLC with the updated card. Right, so first up is on the kickoff show, Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox. To be honest, this is just plain stupid, really. I mean, all that did this match is that Alicia Fox was furious at Sasha Banks that she made her tap out. So, to be honest, I mean, it's just a one-sided matchup. Sasha Banks, I think, is going to win this. Now, this one's a biggie. Alexa Bliss versus Mickie James for the Raw Women's Championship. Now, Alexa Bliss has been getting on Mickie James, saying that she's mature, too old to wrestle. She's got, I think, 6 or 7 Women's Championships under her. I think if she wins this, she's going to be her 7th. But, I mean, she was wrestling even before you were. I mean, I know what you mean when you're saying, like she's old. I mean, she was, like, a wrestler of yesteryear, but she came back last year. She's still good as ever. I mean, but she was still wrestling in the 2000s. I mean, anyway, enough of my ranting. In my opinion, Mickie James is going to win this because she's got the skill, she's got the stamina, she's just got everything it takes. So my prediction, Mickie James. All right then, undoubtedly the main event of the night. Now let me just tell you a little story before I get on with this. Now this was originally going to be a 5-on-3 handicap match, handicap TLC match. I think it's tag team between The Shield against The Miz, Cesaro and Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and the returning Kane. I was psyched when that happened. But an illness was going around backstage that affected both Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt. I think it affected Bo Dallas, who is Bray Wyatt's real-life brother. So I think he has to like stay off to like take care of him, or it affected him. I've absolutely no clue. So WWE have found 2 replacements for each of them. I'll get on to Bray's replacement in a moment. But oh my god, did they find a replacement for Roman Reigns? Kurt Angle making his WWE in-ring return after 11.5 years. This is gonna be amazing. I mean, we've got 2 legends, Kane and Kurt Angle, competing up against each other. As if the match wasn't gonna be good enough. I mean, The Shield returned. The Shield was meant to return in this match. Now, I'm kind of bummed that they're not going to be getting the match this time around, but I guarantee you we're going to get a match in the future. So, like, when Roman comes back, the Shield will be fully back together. So, but what I think the deal is that Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins obviously have an issue with Sheamus and Cesaro. Roman Reigns has an issue with The Miz, like, mocking the Shield, with The Miz mocking the Shield, like, doing a triple powerbomb on him with the Miztourage. And, Braun Strowman just wants to, like, keep beating Roman Reigns' ass, and I have absolutely no idea what Kane's problem with Roman Reigns is, but all I know is that I'm so glad he's back. Same for Kurt Angle. This is amazing. So, I mean, clearly, my prediction is Kurt Angle, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins are going to beat the team of 5, because I mean, Kurt Angle is an experienced wrestler. He's accomplished, he's had more experience than all the others, well, except for Kane, because I think Kane and Kurt Angle are going to square off quite a bit in this, because, I mean, obviously they faced before, and, yeah, my prediction, Kurt Angle, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins to beat the team of 5. I really let my mouth run with me. I mean, this stuff isn't this program isn't scripted. I mean, I just come up with stuff on the spot, so I just like let my tongue run away with me. I just thought of stuff in my head, but yeah. Next up, Asuka versus Emma. We all know the way this is going to go. I mean, every time a new star like comes up from NXT onto the main roster, they just pick a random opponent. So, for example, Bobby Roode, I think went up against Aiden English, or was it Mike Kanellis? I've no idea. But Bobby Roode went up against one of them, and he beat them in his first match. I'm predicting it's going to be the same for Asuka, because Emma, she's just bragging all about like how she invented the women's revolution. I have absolutely no idea what she is talking about, but my prediction, Empress is tomorrow going to beat Emma because, well, I mean, it's always going to be the same storyline because, like, as I explained, Superstar comes up from NXT, beats her opponent in their first match. So my prediction, Asuka's going to beat Emma. Now then, this one has a pretty interesting backstory. Kalisto versus Enzo Amore for the Cruiserweight Championship. Enzo Amore, of course, won the Cruiserweight Championship at No Mercy, like giving a low blow to Neville, who for some reason has walked out on the company. I think he's walked out on the company. I don't know if a statement has been made official by WWE yet. And then a few weeks ago, Kalisto made his debut on the Cruiserweight roster, and I think the week after that, he beat Enzo for the Cruiserweight Championship before TLC was even meant to happen. So, yeah, obviously the match is still going to go ahead, but this time Kalisto's defending, Enzo's trying to get it back. Now, I actually have no idea how this is going to go, because both of them have the same skill and ability. Like, Enzo Amore has, well, I want to say that he has, you know, like Kalisto, like, flips about all the time. But I think there was one move that Enzo does where he's up against the ringside, one person's here, so basically Enzo's in my position, ring rope to here, so he holds on to that, and I think he flips round, does an overhead kick to the other guy's face. So that's a kind of high point for Enzo, but for me, I think Kalisto's going to win this because Enzo has really, I think he's had his push right now since he left Cass, or Cass left him because he betrayed him. So I think Enzo's push is going to be over and Kalisto's going to retain the championship. Now then, on to more Cruiserweight action. Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann versus Gentleman Jack Gallagher. I'm going to go with Gallagher. I have no idea how to even pronounce it. I mean, I had a teacher with the last name was Jack Gallagher, so I'm just going to pronounce it the way I pronounced hers. So Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick, the Brian Kendrick in a tag team match. So, Gentleman Jack Gallagher has recently turned heel, which is actually something I never thought would actually happen. I always saw him as a gentleman, as a face. He's actually a good wrestler, to be totally honest. I mean, he proved himself in the Cruiserweight Classics, obviously to get up onto 205 Live, and Brian Kendrick, obviously another former Cruiserweight champion, facing off another Cruiserweight champion, that of Rich Swann, and Cedric Alexander on his side. Now, what way is this going to go? To be totally honest, I really don't know how this is going to go because I think each of them have had one match won. Have won a match each. Like, I think Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick beat them once. I'm not totally sure. And then I think last week Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann won by disqualification. So I think this time around, I think Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann are going to get this one. Probably just to like keep their push going. I'm not saying that Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick are not having a push, because clearly they are. I mean, they're in a bloody tag team together. So yeah, Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann, I think my prediction will be for them to beat Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick. And now onto the final match. This is big. Two former leaders of the Bullet Club, Finn Balor and the phenomenal AJ Styles, facing off in a singles match. AJ Styles obviously being Bray Wyatt's replacement after he got that illness, or Bo got that illness. I have absolutely no idea which. To be honest, I'm really happy this happened. I was not looking forward to see Bray Wyatt draped in a bloody shawl face off a real demon, Finn Balor. I mean, that new face paint looks good. I think it's like really in the mood for Halloween since it's orange. I think he's going to be a demon. I think he's going to still be the demon. So, yeah, I mean, this is obviously going to be a one-time affair because AJ Styles obviously is on the SmackDown brand. So I think what WWE did is that they couldn't really find any other person on the roster to face off against Finn Balor. So they just chose one for SmackDown. and I have a feeling this is going to be a one-time affair. So I don't think AJ is going to be moving to Raw. But oh my god, this could go both ways. I mean, I have absolutely no idea how this is going to turn out. I mean, both of them accomplished wrestlers. AJ Styles, obviously a former WWE champion and United States champion. Finn Balor, longest reigning NXT champion and inaugural Universal champion, who's still, and he's still looking to get that championship back, I guarantee you. But the way I think this is going to go, AJ Styles is going to win this probably. I think I'm going to go with AJ Styles here because I know he's been in WWE for less time than Finn Balor. I'm not saying WWE. NXT counts as WWE, right? Am I right? Yeah. So I mean, I think AJ Styles has been in WWE for less time than Finn Balor, but I just think AJ has. I know Finn Balor has like his drop kicks, his bloody sling blades, and obviously the coup de grace. AJ Styles has that phenomenal forearm, the Pele kick. I mean, that can knock someone out, I swear to God. So, my opinion, I think AJ Styles is going to beat Finn Balor. So, TLC predictions over and done with. My throat is dry. I need to go down and get a drink, so I'll end up this video right here, right now. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment down below and tell me what your predictions are. And be sure to subscribe to the WWF and join our notification squad, clicking the bell to make sure you know when all our videos come out. And on behalf of the World Wrestling Fandom, it's Matt signing off. Catch you later.